you to realize, because I have a really great message for you. If you're ready, I'm going to tell you. You are enough. You already have everything you need to be the person God created you to be. You already are a fun, fearless female. You just may not know it yet, and you may feel fun some of the time, and you may feel fearless some of the time, but the more we do it, the more we rest in who we are, the more fun and fearless we get. So I want you to give yourselves a hand, pat yourself on the back right now, and I want you to look at somebody close to you and say, you are amazing. You are terrific. And you are a child of the Most High God. All right, y'all can be seated. Thank you so much. Now, you're going to keep me on track, right? Okay, good. I love you guys. You know, it is so fun. God just opens up so many doors that I get to come and share with women. That's what I do. I speak to groups. I speak one-on-one to women who want some one-on-one coaching because I want you to be all that God has created you to be. You have greatness, just like that song says. You have greatness in your heart. God has already planted seeds of greatness. He already has a plan. I love that verse too, verse also that you shared, for I know the plans I have for you. Here's the thing. There's one major item. So I have the ABCs. The first A of being a fun, fearless female is really affirming who you are. You are a child of God. He loves you, as she was talking about, beyond measure. There is nothing that you've ever done, ever can do that is going to separate you from his love. We know, we talked about already this morning about how Jesus died on the cross for you. But y'all, sometimes we know things in our head, but we don't get them in our heart. I want you to believe to the core of your being, inside your heart and your gut, that being a child of God is all you really need to know. Because that's what happens when we start comparing ourselves to other people, when we start thinking we're not as good as, and you probably have people in your lives that have told you that. So I want you to stop it. I want you to stop believing the lies and believe what the Lord says about you. Believe who you are as a woman in Christ. Believe in who you are as sisters together and how we can uplift and help each other as we walk this journey. So really believing and affirming that you are a child of God in his image. He is a creator, so guess what? You're creating, whether you think you are or not. He is love. You have so much love to give. And the first love is to love yourself. It says in Matthew when I can't remember who, said, Lord, what is the first commandment? And he said, love the Lord your God with all your heart and all your soul and all your mind. But the second is like unto it. Love your neighbor as yourself. Why do you think he said that? Because if you're beating up on yourself and you don't claim who you are, then how are you going to love yourself and how are you going to love other people? It starts with loving who you are as a child of God. Are you perfect? No. But nobody is. Jesus has already been here and he's back in heaven now. So there's no other perfect people. So when you learn to love yourself, everything about you, and really own that and not let other people tear that away from you, that's the true beginning, y'all, of being fun and fearless. I mean, it really, really is. And the second, so you had the A for, affirming who you are as a child of God, really believing it. And if you have any doubts, you can just call me, I'll tell you how good you are. So that's my gift. I am an encourager, I'm an uplifter. I can't even help it. I mean, that's just God gave it to me, and I can always see what's good about you. And if you can't see it, I'd love to help you see that in yourself. The B is to believe that you have choices. From the garden till now, we have choices. We can choose our attitude. We can choose who we want to be. We can choose where we want to go, what job we want to have. We can choose. It is our choice. And one of the things that's really common for women that I've seen is that so many women really do not believe they have a choice. And you really do. You do not have to stay where you are. You don't just have to take it. You don't have to do what everybody else thinks you should do. You can decide that for yourself. And if you've never had that opportunity, if you've never really realized that, I want you to really think about that in this week, about the choices you have. And I'll tell you, I am Southern. I can go into my southern talk if I need to, but I truly don't do it very much. Both my parents were southern. Every summer, we spent all summer long with my aunt and cousins down in Shreveport, Louisiana. And so my dad was in the Air Force, an officer in the Air Force, and I went to the Southern Baptist Church. Now, I don't know if y'all can connect those three, but that is do not, do not, do not. My whole life was, pretty is as pretty does. Only speak when spoken to. Children should be seen and not heard. I mean, there's a whole list of rules. This lady's been in the service, so she knows a lot about that. And so it was years before I realized that I had a voice, much less a choice about anything. So once I discovered that, and as the years have gone, I've realized more and more that we have a choice about everything in our life. Do we choose if we get cancer? No. Do we choose when someone passes away? Do we choose when the stock market falls in that? No. But we choose how we're going to walk it. Are we going to walk in faith? Are we going to walk through saying God is in charge? He is in control of everything. So are we going to just let him be in charge, or are we going to try to do it ourselves? So it's how we walk the journey. Those are the choices that we have. So then the next thing, so if you're affirming yourself, affirming what you believe as a child of God, and you believe that you have choices, guess what C is? Choose! Make a choice. Choose you. Choose who you're created to be, because you're beautiful. And when you can really begin to see that beauty that you have on the inside, and it is not about doing. You do plenty. You do for others, you do for so many things. Many of you said you volunteer in your churches, and you're doing, and you're doing, and you're doing. I would say, let's take a breath, and let's just breathe, and let's just be. Being is so nice. You can just be who God created you to be. You can just be the woman that you know you are inside. I want to encourage you to do that. And I do several workshops here in town, because we don't have all day. Like, I would love to spend the day with you. But you can come join me anytime. So the second Monday of every month, I'm doing workshops. And I'm now going to start doing them on Tuesday nights too. Right? We talked about that. I'm holding a fun, fearless, wow the world event in Las Vegas on August 4th and 5th, a 2-day event. And it's going to be at one of the hotels on the western side of the city. We're not going to be down the strip. And I would love for you to come, and let's spend some real time together. And let's just really learn how you can walk the walk that you know you are destined to be. God has so much for you. And I want to be part of that, because God's called me to that. I want to help breathe that belief into you, because sometimes you just need somebody else to believe in you so you can believe in you, right? So, all right, now, a couple things. So can I do one of the... I'm gonna do the CD thing or the. Okay, so we're gonna pass the hat. Kathy was so cute. So Kathy, do you have a cute little hat or basket or something? And she says, so what for? Well, because I want to give away. So 2 of you, should you want to, get to sort of take me home with you. So I wrote a book called Fun, Fearless Female: How to Live the Life You Want Instead of the Life You Got. And it's all about adding joy, adding fun to your life, how to step out more fearlessly. And I went to the studio and I recorded it, because I thought, well, sometimes people like to hear my voice, and it gives a little energy every now and then. So 2 of you are going to get the DVD, but then I have a free gift for all of you. So this is everybody already? It's already. Isn't that so cool? Well, I should wait.
Let's have a meeting. Don't look. No cheating.
So you can just put the CD in your, if you have one in your car anymore, and
Don't mention it. Best friends.
No, I'll take whoever you get.
All right. Lisa Mozart.
Hi! So when you're feeling kind of down, I will tell you that my voice is my life. I mean, I sing, I speak, I do voiceovers, blah, blah, blah. So hopefully that will encourage you, and you can put that on and feel uplifted. But now, the rest of you get your cell phone out, please. You get a free copy of the book, but you get the ebook, okay? So if you'll get your cell phone out for a text message. So I'm going to give everybody a moment. Now, some of you already have it. Some of my girls that are in the Fun, Fearless Female, they already have it. Kathy's got it. So, and actually, if I had known how awesome Lauren was, I would have had to put the number up So in your text message, who it's going to, now this is not my phone number that you call me as a friend. This is only for this. So that number is 702-500-0809. And then in the text part where you usually say, hello, how are you? You're going to put your email address. So put your email address in there. And then, again, 702-500-0809. And just, hit send in about 10 seconds. So go like this when you get your message back. Oh, she got hers back. And it will say, oh, great. How did you do that?
I told you I'm amazing.
You are amazing. Okay, you got it. So now it says, hey, this is great. I got your email, but I'd like to know your name. So send me back your name. And then sometime in the next, probably 30 seconds, in your email will show up a link for your copy of the book. So really, don't you love technology?
Yes,
I'm getting better at it all the time. Why, that's so cool. So yeah, 500-0809. You are amazing women. I want you to never doubt that. I would love to see you at anything. Come to our lunches. We meet the second Tuesday of every month. That's okay for me to say this, right? The second Tuesday of every month at First Watch on College. And when I have interest in having another one, we kind of tried doing the Northland, but just harder for people to come. So some of my northern girls come down south so we can all be together. Walk, ladies, in the strength of the Lord, knowing that you are not alone. He is always with you. And here's one of my favorite verses that I love to share. Is Jeremiah 1:5, which says, before you were formed in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. He set each one of you apart for greatness, for him. You do have a purpose. Walk in the strength of the Lord, walk in confidence, and go out there and be the fun, fearless female he created you to be.